just do a little catch up, little girl chat, little Q&A moment.
Will you guys retire? Straight to it.
We are just riding this wave. Happy to be here.
Alicia, do you think you'll try living in New York City?
2 places to live? How to be original in a world of commonality, especially on social media.
Be yourself.
Oh my God. And spring.
Yes. Groundbreaking. When did Alicia feel it was time to talk to a therapist? And please talk about ADHD.
Hi, I'm stressed. I constantly feel anxious. What do I do? Honestly, my mom was like begging me to see a therapist.
The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Pretty basic.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Pretty Basic. I'm your co-host, Alisha Marie.
And I'm your co-host, Remi Parsons.
I'm still not used to it.
It actually switched a lot quicker for me in my mind than I thought that it would.
Like visually, I still go into type like Miss Remi Ashton, and I have to go like, I'm like, why are you not coming up?
What's been the harder change? Mrs. Remi Ashton or Remi Cruz to Remi Parsons?
My honest answer is when you changed your like iCloud, so it changed it for all your contacts.
Did it change it too for everyone's phones?
So
no.
It's not Romy for me anymore. It's Remi Parsons.
Wait,
no, I did
changed?
change it forever ago.
So funny. I changed it on my laptop and it didn't change. I was like, Mom, that's weird.
No.
And then I moved on. I didn't realize it changed for everybody
It changed
else.
your profile photo. It's the red sweater. And then so it got rid of the one I loved. And then when I also, so now when I type in Romy, your name doesn't come up and I'm like, oh, I have to type in Remi.
But like, you can change it on your phone, right?
I tried to do that and then it made 2 different contacts for yours and then the new one that I made and it just got confusing.
Wait, what?
It could have been me. No, it could have been me. But
Okay.
I was like, too complicated. Red sweater it is. So that was
like
that was harder for me.
What's my photo of you in my phone? My photo of you is...
Was it me?
It's the Sunny Angel head.
Oh, see, that's good. That's
and
good.
you're still as Alisha. I think there's got to be a way we could fix it because
it's probably
we
a
have
setting.
to.
It's probably a
We
setting
have
on my
to.
phone. I don't know.
I didn't realize it changed for everybody. That's so embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. You look great in your photo.
It's this Remi Parsons.
No, literally.
I one sad thing that I felt that I saw online and then I didn't think I was going to switch as quickly as I did, to be so honest, is that the wedding is the last day that I was a cruise. And even more than that, that was the last day that I had the same last name as my family. Aww. That's what I didn't think about. And I feel like I wish I relished in that more, but I'm a Parsons now.
Yes, you had 30 years.
Yeah, we're fine.
You know.
They're fine. And like in my core, I will always be a Cruz.
Oh, 1,000%. Oh my God. Well, I'm so excited. I believe the time that you guys are watching this, we're back in Asia, which is crazy.
No, I think we're back home already.
Are we?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think we're
Oh.
home. We've already gone and come back because there's been so much wedding content.
Yes.
But guys, big surprise. We referenced this in one of the recent Pretty Basic episodes. I think it was the second wedding recap with Cal, but we went to Asia. We went back to Japan. We're going to Tokyo. While we're recording this now, we obviously haven't gone yet, but we are going back.
We're so excited.
It's going to be amazing. And I know we were calling it on that episode, we were trolling saying that you guys are coming on our honeymoon, but like you kind of are going on our honeymoon and I got my dream come true.
I forgot we mentioned it in that episode.
Yeah, but we didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, but yes, we're really excited. So if you haven't yet seen any of our content from that trip, go watch. We're back. It's so funny because obviously we were there with our moms and we had such a special like family trip. And then we got a work opportunity and we're not going to say no to one of our favorite places in the world. So we're going to be in Tokyo.
I mean, I'm going to be so honest. When we got the opportunity, we're going with guests. Shout out to guests. They love us still. Thank God.
After Charlie's bathroom. Thank God.
Thank you so much. We're so excited. And when I initially got the invite, I was like, well, I'm not going to say no, but also, oh my God, am I going to be able to do this? Like there's so many things going on this summer / also am I going to be like recovered from the wedding? And then I looked at Cal and I was like, it's a free trip to go to Tokyo. We're going.
Yeah.
And we're going. And it's so funny because the last time we went to Tokyo, which was a mere 2 months ago.
And it was so quick too.
But it feels like also though, so long ago now,
I know,
doesn't
right?
it? It feels like forever ago. When we were leaving, I was like, oh, I'll be back here probably at the end of the year when Cal and I were planning on doing our real honeymoon. But lo and behold, we got an opportunity to go back 2 months later. I'm not kidding. I just finally unpacked. I'm not kidding. Last week, all of my like Japanese snacks and stuff. Like I had the bag in the pantry, but I was just too lazy to unpack
And
it.
busy, yeah.
I finally unpacked it and then boom. Would you like to go back
Pack
to
'em
Tokyo?
back.
I'm so excited to get more matcha.
No, there's a lot I'm excited for. And Cal wasn't there last time, so it'll be really fun.
I know. And I was telling Cal too, the last time that we went, we've only been to Tokyo once. He's only ever been once and we went together. that was right before I got medicated. So and that trip is when I really was like, something's really wrong with me, because I would wake up, eat breakfast, and granted, I was like, most of it I thought was maybe jet lag, but now that I realize, like, we've been back a couple times since and I've been fine with the jet lag. I already bought us our energy sticks though. Don't you worry, I packed them. And so I'm excited to experience international travel with him now that I have energy.
Yeah, like it sucks when you're like, oh, yeah. I'm excited for both of you to have that like, mini honeymoon moment.
I know. We're making it a mini moon. On guest. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
No, and thank you guys. Like seriously, even though we were pinching ourselves even when we like got this opportunity, and we feel so honored that like we get to go back.
Coachella alone was a dream come true.
And then we're really excited because I surprised Ollie because he's going to be my plus and he's never been, and it actually falls on his birthday. So I'm really excited to show you around some of our favorite places. I'm excited to see Yuka and her kids. It's their birthdays. I'm so excited.
It's like perfect timing. It's going to be humid as hell. I looked at the forecast yesterday and it is going to be raining and 89 degrees.
Ooh, wow.
But that's okay. Our hair is going to be healthy. Our skin's going to be glowing and it's going to be amazing. What are you most looking forward to?
Honestly, seeing Yuka. I think last time I didn't anticipate, like it was just so quick. I feel like because we were in Korea longer than Japan, and it felt perfect until each time I was like when I first saw her, I was like, oh shoot, we leave in 3 days. Like it felt so quick and I was like, damn it. But I am excited to have a little more downtime where there's like no plans and just like, I don't know, we're going to the river too for like the kids' birthdays. And I'm like so excited. I literally got water shoes on Amazon. Like I'm just excited to be auntie mode, no makeup. And yeah, so I'm really excited to get to see them so soon after we just saw them.
I know. And for their birthdays too.
I know.
How old are they turning?
I believe 8 and 6.
Oh, it's such a fun time.
Like, my heart.
They're so cute.
Yeah, I think that's, and then obviously showing Ollie around. Like, obviously we've been to like Takashita Street multiple times. So like seeing it through someone else's eyes who's never been, like it was so fun showing our parents or our moms and Ashley and stuff. So I'm excited to like show Ollie around. And,
I agree. It's going to be, he called me yesterday. He's like, just so you know, I'm going to be eating everything. I was like, perfect. Same here. It's going to be so fun. I cannot wait for an egg salad sando and a Fami Chicky stuffed into that. It's going to be so delicious. Also, I'm really excited because I've gone back I think both times with you since going with Cal, and I feel like I just understand the lay of the land a little bit better now. I feel like there were a lot of things that we did when I went with Cal where I was like, oh, these are like super touristy things that we have to do, which was fun. And I don't regret that. But like now, and we still do a lot of touristy stuff, but there are so many things that I am excited to show him around. Like specifically the last time that we went, I had never been to, I think it's called Asakusa, which is where the temple was.
Sensoji.
I didn't even know about, I've heard of it, but I had never been there. And then I went because I got that massage there.
And that's where we found our one cherry blossom tree, which is so
and
funny.
The giant Hello Kitty store, Ollie. It's
obviously
amazing. That has been burned in my brain. And I was telling Cal when I came home, like how special, that was the one day where I just walked around alone too, where your mom thought that I was like not well. And I was like, no.
Is she okay?
I just wanted to like explore, and I had such a nice time just like exploring around and seeing new things. And there's also a Sunny Angel store there, also a perk, but I just had never been to that area. And when I was telling Cal, like, we have to go back, he was like, that was on our list last time, but we didn't go, we didn't have time. So I'm really, really excited. I do eventually want to get to Kyoto, and I want to get to Osaka, and I want to get to other places too. And we will get there eventually. But right now our trip is just Tokyo, and there's so much. I want to do karaoke. We've never done karaoke.
We have to add that to the list.
Yes.
I would love to. I'm going to try, if it works out, only to go to Kyoto, even if it's for like one night, but obviously it's just a lot further than like, and then I'm like, well, like if I could see you, I don't know. So I'm hoping that works out. If not, next time. But last few months ago, I was like, I can't wait to see more of Japan because I know there's so much more than just Tokyo. But so honored that we get to go. I'm so excited. But we figured we would just do a little catch up, little girl chat, little Q&A moment. We asked you guys on our socials for any specific questions that you have for us. So if you're not following Pretty Basic Official, go follow it because that is where we get all of our questions. And if you want, you know, any chance of being featured on your favorite podcast show ever, go follow it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited to kind of just like see what questions you guys have. Also, we purposely said no wedding ones because you're doing a Q&A on your personal channel, correct?
Also, yes, I'm wedding outed, wedding it out. I'm so tired of it. So I can't even imagine how tired you guys are. So I understand. And we're just gonna chit chat about other things
Other things.
Other things. Okay, first question. Will you guys retire? Straight to it.
I mean, luckily that's set up if I want to, but I just know my personality and I'm going to be like, I'll probably start like a small, like random sewing business or like random like pottery, but knowing me, I will be doing something. I don't know what, but I'll be doing something. But if they mean from social media, I mean, it's not like a conscious thought. I feel like we are just riding this wave, happy to be here, grateful and grounded.
I love it. I don't think I'll ever stop creating content because I specifically love vlogging. Like I love my vlog channel the most that I've ever loved anything in my life other than my dogs and Cal, truly. Like I love vlogging. I love sitting down to edit vlogs. Like I always have so much fun like reviewing everything and just like sharing everything. But I could see myself maybe just not creating content at the cadence of which we do now. Like 2 podcasts, TikToks, Instagram, main channel when I feel like it, like all of that, I'm sure we'll get tired of doing this much at one point. But I love vlogging. Like specifically YouTube vlogs is where my love is at. So I could see myself still doing that, even maybe not even at the cadence of which I'm posting now. But I think at least like maybe monthly or something, I think I would always just post just for fun. And I love having the memory to look back on.
The memory part of it's really fun for sure. Next question is from Gemstar7. I'm in a relationship with my best friend's brother. She's not happy. Any advice for my feels?
Ooh. Oh, your friend's not happy. Oof.
That's hard.
I get that.
I feel like my first thought is like, not that it should matter, but my first thought was like, well, what's your age? Like, are you at a point in your life where you both are ready to like, are you looking for the next step? Are you and the brother looking towards the future, or is it just like in the moment thing? We have feelings for each other because in the end, you're either going to end up together or it's going to end. Very rarely does it end good. So I understand why your friend's like, I don't know. I think like, just be honest with your feelings. Like if it's only for like I don't know. I wouldn't want you to lose your friendship over a nasty breakup. Obviously she's going to probably be on her brother's side. If like, I don't know, it can just get messy. So I think just like being aware of that and being sensitive to that.
Every episode we do where we give advice, we're like, well, I guess it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I understand why she's not happy. And also it might be layered in the sense where maybe you guys were, and I'm not speaking for you, but maybe you guys were sneaking around and then maybe told her. And I think it depends what she's upset about. I do understand regardless, even if you were upfront from the beginning of her being like, well, if you guys end badly, well, first off, maybe she just doesn't want to think about her brother and her best friend. That I understand. And then also maybe she's like, well, if they break up, then it's going to be weird for me, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I think if there's anything you can do, I think the best friend relationship is more important than this new relationship with her brother. So I do think maybe sit her down and be like, what will make you feel the best? And then maybe you guys can compromise on that. And then maybe you can like find some middle ground. Like maybe if it is like promising her, you know, I really like him, and if it ends badly, I promise like this, it will never affect us. Like whether it's like she comes over for like holidays or like, you know, whatever she comes around for, like, I think as long as you can promise that, and even if it is weird in the beginning, and it probably will be if you guys break up, you made that promise, so you have to just like suck it up and stick it through.
Yeah, but then also I get it where it's like, oh, if this works out good, then it's amazing because like you're, you know, like I don't like, but yeah, I get it. It is really hard, and I do think it's just very sensitive. So I think it's also just keep in mind it's also sensitive for her. Like even though it's your guys' relationship, like I think just be aware of like, this is also like gonna take her time maybe, or also again, if you're just like having fun and you like don't actually see a future, maybe just try to start talking to other people, because obviously if you don't see a future there, then it's not worth it.
Or if you're like, hi, this is just for fun, don't worry, it'll be okay. Maybe then she'll also understand that too.
Yeah.
But I don't know, depends on the person.
Yeah.
Next question. Alisha, do you think you'll try living in New York City?
Oh my God, it's so funny. Anytime I go to New York and post there, all the comments and DMs are like, you need to move here, you need to move here. And I'm like, I see what you guys see, but I just don't think unless I marry someone who would get me an apartment there and I can be bi-coastal, like I don't see it happening realistically, or at least not anything longer than like 3 months. I feel like I can't do a real winter. The summers are really hot and humid. Rosie, I don't know. realistically, I don't see it, but I do love going and I do love being inspired. So I could definitely do a longer short-term trip. Like
Do
I
you
loved
think
our
you
last
would
trip.
do a 3-month moment?
I would love to if it worked out. Like if I got like a job opportunity or a reason to go, I know myself, I would feel like I wouldn't just do it for no reason. I feel like if I was like, oh, this makes sense, like why not? Or if, I don't know, then I could see me pulling my Miss Glamorazzi Ingrid Nilsson being like, guys, I got an apartment in New York. Like that was so wild.
The way
when
that
hit.
shook the
That
internet.
It was like, you have two
places to
apartments.
live. I think about that all the time.
It's a core memory of like old YouTube for me.
I just like didn't know that living bi-coastal was a thing until that video.
Same. And then
I was like, why would you have 2 places to live?
and for YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
What was her reasoning? Just like,
she had a job opportunity. I think it was a hosting gig or something. I could be wrong, but it was something along those lines. Which obviously, yes, like, you know, I just remember, being 16 or something, being like, you have 2 apartments.
I just like didn't even know you could live in 2 places.
Yeah, no,
like I didn't know that was an opportunity that like you could give yourself.
1,000%.
Even if she didn't have a work thing, like just to wake up and be like, I want to have 2 places to live.
Yeah. No. Like,
Which is crazy because also like now a lot of people are doing it to like live in like one area and back and forth. Crazy to me.
yeah. So
But you
who
wouldn't
knows?
just wake up and do it. You would need a reason to go.
Yeah. I feel like I would need a reason. I can stretch that reason. Like if it's like, oh, you need to be there for a month, I'd be like, cool, maybe I'll do 2 months.
Yeah.
You know, or like something like that. But
I feel like a lot of people too go for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and then end up loving it so much that they do extend.
Yeah.
So maybe that would be your catalyst
that's
into like
true.
a year long, 2 years long.
Yeah.
I do think you'd be really happy.
I know. But just like imagine on someone else's dime.
But also like you are so family oriented. I don't know if that would be good for you.
And the flights, like I think I could like live away from my family, but just knowing they're not so close, I always commend people who move across the country, like and have that's so hard. But yeah, I could see both of us liking it.
You think me too?
Now you married with the girls, I think it would be harder, but the era where you were like, I want to move to New York, I totally saw it.
It's so funny too because like everybody, did you listen to the podcast? Gigi Paris. She went on a podcast, that podcast that you were telling me about.
I saw
with the drama of like the split up and that thing.
I saw a clip.
She went on and she was talking about how like every person should, because she moved after the breakup. She was like, every person, every girl needs to move to New York and like have their moment when they're single and just like live the single life.
Well, that's
there.
the thing. Everyone always raves about the single dating life in New York because it's just such a compact city. There's always guys available. And like, I've had so many people be like, oh, you need to move to New York. Like LA's the complete opposite.
I feel like it's just so chill here.
Yeah. And it's so
no one's in a
spread
rush.
apart. So like, committing to someone on the west side or down, you know, even in Orange County, like that's a commitment versus like, I'm sure in New York, like, oh, just on your block, there's so many options.
Yeah, that's
you know?
true.
So I feel like every girl I know dating in New York has like a huge roster and they're like just talking to so many different people because they're just like, it's just so easy. Oh, want to grab a drink downstairs versus like, here, I'm going to Uber 40 minutes to you.
I think you should do it.
I would
I'd
love
be in
it.
full support of it. I would.
I would
just
love
for
it.
a few months.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good.
Well, who knows? Maybe after Japan.
Okay, guys, we're going to quickly pause the episode to talk to you about today's sponsor, which is Simply Pop. If you guys have not heard about Simply Pop, it is an amazing soda that we've been loving here at Pretty Basic. We are on tour with them right now called the Spill the Pop Tour, and it's an amazing new prebiotic soda that's brought to you by Simply, and it is chef's kiss.
And I know you guys have been trying it because my DMs have had so many of you guys being like, oh my God, I tried it. It's so good. I even had a friend this weekend. I didn't tell you this. She hit me up and she was like, wait, I have seen you and Remi talk about these so much. And I finally saw them in person. So I grabbed them and she was like, the fruit punch was amazing.
Yes,
it makes me so happy. If you have not tried it though, they seriously are so good. Also, the branding is just so cute. That's like a side thing. But speaking of branding, if you're actually on tour with Simply Pop for the Spill the Pop tour, we actually have 3 more stops that we're doing and tickets are free.
Our next show is in Denver on July 31st. We are so excited to be Colorado girly. All the Colorado girlies rise and let's hang out.
And to our East Coast girlies, do not worry.
We're going to be in Miami on August 14th, and then we're going to Atlanta on August 20th. Tickets are available now and for free.
We're so excited to see you guys. If you want more info on free tickets, go to cokeurl.com/simplypoptour.
They are the perfect drink for summer. It's warming up outside. We're going to be at the beach. We're going to be out and about. We're not going to be, well, we're going to be on our couches a little bit this summer, but we're going to be outside soaking up the sun, drinking our Simply Pop. It comes in 5 delicious flavors. There's strawberry, there's lime, there's citrus punch, there's fruit punch, and there's pineapple mango. Each are so perfect for a different outdoor moment. My personal favorite flavor is fruit punch, but honestly, they're all delicious. And I feel like it's perfect depending on your mood for the day. If you're feeling a little citrusy, you've you've got lime, you've got either a citrus punch, or I mean, you could do for like a pineapple mango. If you're going for a sweet, you got strawberry, you got fruit punch. There's something for everybody.
And it's made with real fruit juice, which makes it different from any other drink out there. And honestly, you can tell the difference. I can like drink multiple and not feel gross. Like it doesn't feel like it's too much. I honestly like feel so refreshed. It's juicy. You know, it just really puts you in the summer spirits.
Also, it's amazing because it's made with 6 grams of prebiotic fiber as well as vitamin C and zinc.
Also, it has no added sugar and it's made with real juices and monk fruit extract. This is kind of niche, but another thing I know you appreciate and I love is that it's not like too fizzy where you open it.
It burns.
Yes, or you put in a straw and the straw's like coming out because it's like too bubbly and then like you get like burpy because there's so much like air and carbonation. It's honestly the perfect like crisp amount.
But so carbonation is kind of, ever since then, it has been hard on my stomach since, because after cutting it out for so long, and this does not upset me whatsoever. It's like the perfect amount of just like kind of like that carbonated spiciness without being like, oh, my throat's burning.
I want to make like either popsicles with it or like ice cubes or slushies or like snow cone vibe. I feel like it would be really, really, really good.
And if you guys want to learn anything more about Simply Pop, you can go to cokeurl.com/simplypop. And thank you to Simply Pop for sponsoring this episode. Let's get on with it.
My turn. Next question. How to be original in a world of commonality, especially on social media? I actually really like that.
I have an answer. Be yourself.
Oh my God.
That sounds so
Florals
dumb.
in spring.
Yes, groundbreaking. But I will say, in the simplest way, I always think of Bethany Moda. And everyone was trying to copy Bethany Moda because she's an icon, obviously. But in doing so, it was carbon copy, and no one was actually themselves. And it's so funny because looking back, granted, we've all grown and changed so much over the years, but like between all of us lifestyle girls, we are all so different in so many beautiful ways. We're so different. But and granted, again, we were younger and we were just following trends and like really inspired by each other, which is such a beautiful thing. But I really do think what makes everybody stand out now is that we're all such different people with different interests and different histories that people have gotten to know. And I do think, especially now, I'm talking about the lifestyle girlies right now, but like, especially now with everyone being an influencer and everyone making content, which is so fun, what really sets people apart is like their personalities and their likes and their niches. And if you are doing something that's not actually what you want to do, it's so easy to see through that. Or if you are putting on a persona that's not actually you and you want longevity, then it's not going to stick. And it gets exhausting.
1,000%. I feel like a good tip that's helped me over the years with like different trends is like you can do trendy things, just like have your own twist to it. So like even if you're not a social media influencer, but just online you feel like everyone's posting like beautiful thoughty pics or like whatever, like you can do things in your own way. Like you can still have original takes. It doesn't mean you have to be like the complete opposite of the spectrum and like do the complete opposite of what everyone else is posting, but you can still, like have your own voice or your own twist or your own humor to trends. Like that's what makes it original. And yeah, I think just also don't be scared to be different. I know that sounds very cliche too. But I understand your struggle, like especially in like a world where like everyone's starting to look the same because there's only one definition of like beauty. Like I think own your quirkiness, own the differences about you. Obviously, if you want to get a mole removed from your face, you're allowed to do that.
Or veneers.
Or veneers, like whatever you want to do it for you. But yeah, I think just like the more confident you are in who you are, that's how you're going to like shine and glow and be original.
What are some underrated essential things to know about / bring before traveling abroad? Passport.
I feel like we've gotten in a good rhythm with little things we do. I have learned, I'm getting older and I wish I did this sooner, always have a carry-on, like a rolly carry-on, because especially with how many like cameras and stuff I would carry, my laptop, my editing stuff, my hard drives, like my back is forever fucked up. There was one specific trip I went on and the lower left side of like near my tailbone, like my back still hurts from a time I went to Greece and I had like just duffels because my back was like so crooked. It's always hurt ever since then. And I remember one time I was traveling and I was like, I never again will not have a carry-on because all that weight separately is huge for me. Like, oh my God, it's just a non-negotiable now. Even if I don't necessarily need it, it's just like a non-negotiable because I'm getting older and it hurts my back. Something I actually bought for our trip to Asia is because now I know how annoying it is to have so many suitcases. And obviously when you're traveling abroad, you usually have more suitcases. So I got a tag thing. It's like $7. It hooks one suitcase to another. So you only have to pull the one suitcase.
You know, Base has that built into it. That little elastic band.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
it's a really smart
little
thing.
things like that you learn just from experience of like, ooh, this was a lot of work.
Why not make it easier?
Why not make it easier? And it's different for everyone. Oh, I also got the little affiliate links in the description box. I also got the thing that goes on the carry-on for a cup holder because I always have my coffee. But in trying to have my coffee on my vlog camera and pull 4 suitcases at once, impossible.
Wait, such a good idea.
So it's a little pouch that slides on top of your carry-on.
Like a stroller that has
a stroller. So you can put like your phone or like little things just in it, including a cup holder.
Wait, that's a really good idea.
I'll send you the link.
Honestly, I was pushing Jason in his wheelchair this morning and I had this is so separate, but I was trying to push him while holding an energy drink and I spilled it everywhere. So wheelchairs, strollers, luggage should have a little cup holder on them.
Literally.
I would say, I mean, this goes without saying, and I feel like everything that I'm saying today is redundant and obvious, but I go on TikTok a lot depending on what country that I'm going to, for like little travel hacks. Like for instance, Japan, which obviously we're home now, but we just went to, you can put your Suica card and all of your information on your Apple Wallet. So instead of having to pay or pick up a specific, like a physical Suica card, which is like the card that you use for like, whether it's subways or things around, you can just put it in your wallet. So you just like, doot, and you just put your phone down versus like fumbling around your bag, trying to get the ticket out. Like there's so many little things like that are really good to know that I wouldn't have known had I not looked it up on TikTok before.
Yeah, another thing going off of that, I'm glad you brought that up, is just like learning about the culture, because every country's so different, and there's some countries where it's like very appreciated to tip. There's other countries where it's frowned upon to tip. There's countries like, there's things you wouldn't necessarily think, and obviously being a foreigner, you get a little more grace, but at the same time, I think it's our responsibility to like learn about just culture and like what's normal there and like what's appropriate, what's not appropriate.
And be as respectful as possible. One time when I was in Japan, my hair was wet. And like in America, I guess I don't really see people out with wet hair, but I wouldn't be
it's
like
a normal
offended.
Thing. I would go to school all the time with wet hair.
Yeah, we leave like the hair salon with wet hair all the time. And I was going to leave with wet hair and I was like, I should Google this. And I Googled and it was like, it is rude in Japan to have wet hair. And I was like, oh my God, thank God I looked that up.
Yeah.
So I agree, like customary things that you like, even like walking on the correct side. In Japan, you don't walk and eat. So you like get your snacks and you stand on the side of the road, you eat, and then you can continue walking. So it's like those things to try and be as respectful of culture as you can. And then also, a tip that a lot of people don't know that you should look into depending on what international country you're traveling to. There's a cutoff on certain passports with timing. So if you, let's say like for instance, my passport this year expires in December, and there are some, you can look it up online, but some countries, depending where you go, will not let you come in if your passport expires within 6 months, within 3 months, within 2 months.
This happened to Ashley when we were going to Dubai. She was like, oh, I'm going to go. And then it's so fine print. You wouldn't realize, like, she was able to still get her ticket. But of course, in the fine print, it's like, make sure it follows, because every country is so different. I think it was like 90 days. So she had to get a rush passport to be able to go.
Yeah.
Because in America, I would think, oh, well, it doesn't expire till December.
Is it in fine print on the passport?
No. When you book a flight to wherever you're going, it's basically saying we're not responsible. Make sure you check guidelines.
Interesting.
So it's not like red, like you can't book this, it's like just it's on you to make sure.
It makes sense though, like with the visa that you're getting for X amount of time to travel, that tracks.
And I was like, I'm sure it's fine. And then I looked up and I was like, it says you're not.
But thank God, because had she gone to the airport, she wouldn't have been able to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
So little things like that. Google.
Google is your best friend, and TikTok.
And Google Translate. And photos and that's a good one.
Yes.
Okay, this one's just funny. If your dogs were to have jobs, what would they be?
Oh, such a good question.
I've never thought of this. Okay, Chloe gives me like, not Anna Wintour, but like vibes like that. Not impressed all the time. Like whether it's a newspaper, a magazine, a like designer, something. I just picture her little glasses being like.
I think we give her Anna Wintour.
Yeah,
I think we
Devil
do.
Wears Prada.
I think we do.
I just see it. I so see it.
She's like, oh, you really?
Oh,
you
they're
thought
here?
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
her little
okay.
cross-eyed.
Yeah. Her tongue out.
She's so cute. I love her. Rosie. Maybe like a security guard. I could see her being
I
like,
could see that.
I could see that.
I see her like
like a camp
And I
council
mean this
leader.
in the nicest way. I see her being a security guard, but like at the mall.
No, 1,000%. That's what I'm saying.
Like she like would not hurt anyone, but
No.
she's there to protect if needed. Like Paul Blart,
But takes it so seriously. Mall cop, for sure.
I
For
see that.
sure.
Because she's like so gentle still. Like
Yeah.
she won't actually hurt you.
Like not a cop, obviously, but like mall cop.
Yeah, exactly. Like
On the Segway.
yeah, like she has like a taser at best.
Yeah.
I would give Daisy like that bitch at the DMV. Like you hate to see her and she hates to see you. Like she is grumpy. She does not want to be there. Like that's very Daisy coded. And she's just like, I just want to get home and sit with Remi. Momo, I would give boutique owner, like small business boutique, but like in the small town that's like slaying. Like all the girls are dressed down. That's Momo, and she like loves it, and she like gets all the season's hottest new trends before everybody else. And Luna, I would give like professional game show contestant, like Wipeout, like Survivor, like Big Brother,
Alone
like
and Afraid, Naked and Alone.
like she would just like really eat at game shows.
You know what else? I could see Daisy and Chloe having a joint like Pilates studio.
Oh my god!
I think Daisy's a Pilates bitch.
But like and I mean this with love. We love them so much. Like a Pilates studio where the girls make TikToks like saying they had a really horrible experience.
Yeah. Like especially Daisy loving her
Like
butt.
it's one where you don't feel comfortable at.
Yeah.
Like you feel judged.
Yeah,
That's what they own.
Yeah, they're judging.
Yeah, they're like, you think that's flexible?
It'll be like Pretty Paw Pilates or something.
Wait,
That's what it would
cute, pretty
PPP.
paw. Super cute. I love that. Okay, next up. What is the worst outfit that you've worn to a red carpet or an event?
Oh my God.
Where do we begin?
Where do you want me to begin?
Check out our Getty.
No, like quite
Check out my
literally.
Getty.
The first one that comes to me is this like blue. It was more my glam and my face and my makeup and my body more than the clothes itself, I guess. But all of it together, I feel like it was like this blue and black netted looking dress. That's like my worst Getty ever.
Okay.
There's also just been ones where like, you know, when you don't want to walk it and you're just like, I just don't even want to. You know what? I could even look. There's a lot.
Mine would be, it's a tie for two specifically. One was, I think it was the Eternals premiere where I wore this white bodycon dress, and that just like, it did not go well. It did not look well. That was one where I didn't plan what I was going to wear till I got my hair. I was like, do a pony. And then I did a pony, and I was like, I have no dress that looks good with a pony. And it was not good. My second is what I wore to the Billboard Women in Music Awards that I like to bring up a lot. It was this maroon lace and nude set. That is the first time we met Lana. That outfit, horrid. I didn't put it on till we were leaving the house. I didn't try it on in true Remi fashion. And also I'd gotten my makeup done, and I was like, I want to do a maroon smoky eye.
You love
I love a pop of color.
Yeah.
I eat all that glitters. And so I was like, oh my God, it's going to look so good. And then I didn't actually, the outfit was already bad, but I didn't bring the outfit down to like color match. So I was like, let's do like a pop of maroon.
Yes.
And then the pop of maroon ended up being more like fuchsia. And then I went upstairs and I was like, I look like I have pink eye, and then I'm wearing this look that already looks bad, and we were late, and there was just a lot going on. So I have a lot of regrets with that one, and I've learned now sometimes to try the outfit on first. Sometimes.
Yeah, there's countless more. Comment below which of my
Which you think
outfits, what you think of my worst one was. There's plenty, especially some big on ones. Me trying to be like a free people girl. Like when boho was so in.
I love the Girls Night
like
In look.
Sierra and Ave. Oh my God, Girls Night In was actually probably my worst.
No, I liked the suede boots one.
The ones, the
suede skirt, suede something.
No, the purple, the
Yes.
suede.
Yes, I liked that one.
I also wore these like thigh high boots almost every fucking show. Everyone.
That was like the time of thigh highs, though.
Yeah, but poor thing.
I liked it. That's one of my favorite outfits of yours, personally.
Wow, thank you
I
so
loved the
much.
purple suede. The suede is up here.
I did love that skirt. I wore it a lot.
It was cute.
Thank you so
Nasty
much.
Gal.
Nasty gal.
I
yeah.
remember
At
that
her
set.
peak. This one is, if you had a little sister, because neither of us have little sisters, what is some advice you'd give her mid to like late 20s? Maybe we could say early to mid 20s.
Early to mid 20s. Okay.
I know there's so much. I just did a main channel vid, which it's probably not even out yet. but like advice to like 20s. But when I'm thinking of myself at the start of 20, I just felt so old, like I had everything together and I was already who I was. I think just be open to evolving in all aspects, whether it's your career, if you need to change your major, if you need it, like just be open to evolving, because that's like one of the most constant things in life is like change. And I think I had such a plan for like how I pictured my life going and fought it. And I just kind of wish I just like enjoyed the ride. I know that, again, cliche.
But it's hard when you're going through it and everything feels so big.
Yeah.
And it feels like nothing will ever change. So I understand that.
Yeah.
I think my mind goes to dating because my early 20s is where I dated for the first time. I think my main advice I would give if they're going through, I assume though on the normal, people usually get their heart broken like before your early 20s, like you experience it before then. But I would say it just, when you feel so alone, I felt so alone in everything that I experienced in my early 20s, like my first heartbreak, like situationally, that exact experience, like work things, like family things, like anything that I went through, I was like, nobody else in the world feels it. And it was so cathartic for me to talk about online because I realized a lot of other people feel it. But even if you don't talk about it online and have like an audience to share, a community to share things with, it is so, everything you go through is like not an original experience at all, even though it feels like it. And so I think I would just say as alone, because I remember always feeling very like, no one will ever understand this. This is like one of one situation. This is crazy that I'm experiencing this right now. Like I wish people knew. Everyone knew. Everyone knows. And you go through it at some point, whether it's in your early 20s, whether you went through it in high school, whether you go through it later, everybody just experiences those feelings. It might not be exactly the situation, but everybody experiences it because it's life. And we're all going through life.
Okay, wait, this is probably one of the easiest self-care upgrades I've ever made. It doesn't require waking up earlier or doing anything extra. It's literally just switching your pillowcase. I've been using the Blissy silk pillowcase and it has completely changed not only my skincare, but also my hair care routine. I used to think pillowcases were honestly like just pillowcases, okay? But it really does actually make a difference. Now I wake up with less frizz in my hair, no weird creases on my face because that always happened to me, and my skin just feels so much more hydrated. Also, Blissy is made from 100% pure silk, which is amazing for both your skin and your hair. A lot of people think satin is the same thing, but satin is usually made from synthetic fibers. It may feel really soft at first, but it doesn't hold moisture and it can actually be rougher on your skin. Silk is naturally hydrating, so it helps your skin stay moisturized instead of soaking up all of your products overnight. Obviously, the anti-aging benefits are real too because silk is so gentle, it helps reduce those pillow lines and over time can even help with fine lines and wrinkles. It's like a little overnight skincare treatment and it's machine washable, which I love because it stays looking brand new. Also, I'm like a real hot sleeper, so if you are too, this is perfect. Silk is super breathable and cooling, so you're not waking up all sweaty in the middle of the night. It's actually comfortable to sleep on year round. It's been featured in Oprah Daily, Good Housekeeping, Allure, and even The View. It was voted best gift of 2024, which makes complete sense. It's such an easy change that really makes a difference. And because you're a listener, Blissy is offering 60 nights risk-free plus an additional 30% off when you shop at blissy.com/prettybasic. That's BLISSY.com/prettybasic and use code prettybasic to get 30% off. Your skin and hair will thank you. Have you ever had a million ideas for a brand, a project, or a business, and then the second you sit down to actually build a website, you have no clue where to start? It can be very daunting. It can be very intimidating. So then you try one of those generic website builders and everything is either too hard to figure out or completely impossible to customize, and it just makes you want to give up. You end up with some template that kind of works, but really never fits the style or brand or the vision that you had, and you can't move things where you want. Your font choices are super limited, and the whole thing just starts to feel like a chore. That's where Wix.com comes in and makes everything feel so much easier. With Wix, you can actually feel like you're building something that looks and feels like you. You can start from scratch or pick over 2,000 designer-made templates. And the best part is everything is customizable. The tools are super intuitive, it's all drag and drop, and you don't need to touch a single line of code. No complicated menus, no tech headaches, just fun, simple design. Wix also has an AI image studio built right in, so if you need custom visuals or graphics, you can create them directly on the platform without opening a bunch of different apps or programs. And it's not just about how it works. If you're selling products, offering services, running a blog, or taking bookings, all of it is already built in. You don't need extra plugins or outside tools. Everything you need is right there from the beginning, which saves so much time and makes the process just way less overwhelming. So if you've been sitting on an idea for a while or waiting for a reason to finally launch your site, this is your sign to go for it. Ready to create your own website? Go to Wix.com. That's Wix.com to start building your website today. Huge thanks to Wix for sponsoring our show.
What is something that you have achieved in your 30s that you thought wouldn't be possible?
Living alone. I
I
forget the first, I might have been like 29 the first time, but that's something growing up I like never thought I'd be able to do ever in my life.
Really? Did you think about it a lot ever? The idea of living alone?
Yeah, I just had so much anxiety and fear of over being alone. And I like never, ever thought I could do that. That was something I was always so embarrassed in my life. And I love how Heath and I like relate to it. Like we were like so scared of the dark to like when we were like in our 20s, like not even like, oh, I'm a little kid, I'm scared of the dark. Like it was so hard for me just to like fall asleep if if Ashley wasn't there. I literally would call you and be like, hi, can I come spend the night? Like all the time because I just like could like, it was such an like anxiety ridden fear. I had so many panic attacks, like thinking someone was in the house when like it was just the air. So now I like know the sounds to my house and stuff, but like I just truly was like, wow, that's just not in the cards for me. I'll never be able to.
Yeah.
Like, so that's been a very huge confidence boost.
I think that you handled it with so much grace, especially knowing how scared you were.
Yeah, but it feeling embarrassing to like tell people like, oh, I'm scared to be alone. Like, even though it's not, like, it feels like, oh, you can't sleep by yourself. Like, it's just weird. You know what I mean?
But also like I also don't think I ever was like excited to live alone. I just didn't have a sister that I was close to that would like live with me like that. So I do think it's so like you had it built in. So why not? Jason just told me before we came in here, he lived with his sister until they were like for 35 years.
Wow.
And then the first time I think he said that she moved out was when she was, she got married.
Yeah.
You're talking about her house. So he's living alone also like more recently for the first time ever. So like if you have a sibling to live with, why not?
Yeah.
I think it's totally normal and exciting and fun. But did you always imagine you would live with Ash forever until like you met a partner then?
Yeah, either one of us for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's been interesting.
Living alone's the best, I have to say.
I thoroughly did not realize how much I need time to just rot on the couch and watch trash TV that Ashley doesn't like.
Yeah. I haven't lived with a sibling or like family since I was in high school, and I haven't had a roommate honestly since college, but well, actually I guess I have a roommate now, but I will say it's different obviously with a partner, but there's this like feel when Cal's gone for the night, I'm like, there's a different feeling in the air where you can do whatever you want. You can watch whatever you want, you can eat whatever you want. Like it is such a nice freedom feeling where I love living with a partner, but at the same time too, it's just like, it's inexplainable until you do it yourself. I would say something that I thought wouldn't be possible.
It's hard because it's like from at what age? Like when you were little or like realistically or like
I think honestly, just getting this far. I think that
like that we're still here.
That and Kay called me and the other day and she was just like, I like root for you for everything, but she's like, it's also, I'm rooting for you for something every day. She's like, there's always something new. There's something exciting happening every day, which is so fun and exciting. But I just never thought that my life could be like this and this exciting and this fun and this eventful. And it's not even like I sat and thought I won't ever have that. I just didn't even think that it could be a possibility to like be able to celebrate something so frequently. So it feels like such a blessing all the time. And I am just so grateful every single day.
Yeah. Even your energy levels, like little things like
That too. Oh, you know what? That's a great one. I think the PCOS of it all, like feeling, I remember, I forget exactly when exactly it was, but after getting a diagnosis and sitting there, I think it was after maybe like my birth control when that was really messing me up at one point. I remember sitting there just crying, being like, I don't even know what to do. I don't even know where to begin now. Like it just, again, starting from ground zero, that definitely I felt hopeless in.
Oh my God, this one's actually funny. Alisha, why did you stop painting your nails white? I was so shocked when you branched out. That's so niche, but if you know, you know. I never realized I have very mild OCD until I realized I was only getting white nails for like 6+ years. And the one time I tried to change it, it like gave me a visceral reaction. And I was like,
What color did you go with for the first change?
I wanted a light dusty blue, but it was like robin egg blue. And I was like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
That'll do it. Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like during 2020, I like took off fake nails and I just like did my natural for like 8 months or something like that. And after that is when I feel like I started exploring more with different colors and stuff, but it was only like nude. I'm like, whoa, this
Do you
is
ever
crazy.
do color now?
Not that often, but I'll do like more pinks and stuff. But I think I'm gonna, because I was thinking about what I want my nails for Japan, which I might even still get them done there. But I was like, I want it
Go to
fun
that
and
girl that I
funky.
went to.
Oh my God, those were so good.
No, you should go to her. You should message her. She was so fun.
Oh my God.
She was so great.
Yours and Ashley's nails looked so good.
I mean, you got to do it.
I know, it's just like part of the experience.
I think you should. I wanted to do it, but I was like, I don't want to. It was so long. It was like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to take away time from Cal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would do it because they're so pretty. And they lasted like a month.
No, that's crazy.
They were really, really good.
They were so cute.
That's a good question.
But yeah.
I mean, the white nails were an era.
They were an era. It made it easy for like continuity of things. Like if I was ever filming and it needed to look like the same day, I'm like, well, my nails are literally the same
That's
all
so
the
true.
time. Like, which was so nice. But yeah, it became a very like, I don't know what else to do. One time I should just do white just to like be like, she's back.
You should also,
That'd be
you
a fun
should match
TikTok.
your, I like to match my nail color to the season. Like spring's pastels, obviously. Like to me, it like gets me in the mood for like the weather outside.
I will say I do love a fall, like burgundy. I remember I had black nails for a while too. Do you remember that? I kind of went like polar opposite.
I've never done black nails actually ever in my life.
It was during the parallel era.
That's right.
My bad girl era.
I'm like, I need to do that. The most I'll do is like a dark purple.
Yeah,
dark
or dark
blue.
brown. Yeah. Right now I've been into like an olive moss green colors.
Have fun with it. You
I
can take them
know.
off.
I know, but it just feels like a commitment, which was, I realized was my issue, is like the commitment of it was like, oh my God, I'm stuck with this for 2 weeks. What if I hate it? Obviously I'm going to like, you know.
Obviously, we'll talk about that in therapy.
Yeah. We can take it off.
We can take it off. It's just temporary. Ooh, what's your go-to meal to fix when you don't know what to eat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Realistically, a little protein bar. Here's the thing. Growing up, I never really had like that many like meals. So even like girl dinner has been my dinner every single day
That's
since
so
I was a
true.
child. So it's like, I'm such a snacker and I'm not picky. So like I'll eat leftovers, I'll eat soggy salads, like I'll eat whatever's kind of available to me. I will say if I'm like a perfect world, it would be eggs and rice. You can never go wrong with eggs.
Yeah.
I'll make like breakfast or like protein pancakes or like, when was the last time I made protein pancakes, Alisha? This is my problem. I'm like, oh. Lately I've been on a burrito kick.
Love a burrito.
I have no answer.
Okay. Mine, I would say for breakfast, I usually do eggs. I love an eggs. I love a yogurt bowl. That's usually, but I will say I don't eat till like later because I don't get hungry till like later in the day. So I'm always eating my breakfast like at lunchtime. But I will say I'll do eggs and toast usually if I'm just doing something quick when I don't want to think too hard. For lunch, I love a sandwich. I get so excited about a sandwich.
I know.
Sandwiches will never not be exciting to me. And then usually for lunch or dinner interchangeably, my go-to is I'll just cook some sort of protein, shrimp or chicken or steak. And then I always just do rice and like a veggie with specifically bachans. It's kind of like a teriyaki sauce. It's like a Japanese barbecue sauce. But
Oh
I
my
put
God,
that
yum.
on everything when I do any like meal prep for friends. Like it just always is so easy. And it's like a pre-made sauce. It tastes good on everything. And that's usually my go-to, like a starch, a veggie, and a protein sauce on top. I'll do that honestly probably like weekly just because I don't have to think about it.
Yeah, no, I love that. Okay, thoughts on capri pants making a comeback?
I got this close to buying some last night.
Remi, same. I was thinking for Japan because I'm like, okay,
Okay,
it's gonna
it's
be
gonna be so
hot.
hot.
I don't want my thighs to like, you know, to chafe and get like a
Oh,
rash.
I didn't even think about chafing.
I know.
Shit.
So I was like, I can like,
I'll bring my stick.
yeah.
I'm making a note right
No,
now.
part of me was like, because it's gonna be hot and humid, I
Yeah.
was like picturing outfits that are so cute. So I was like, oh, like a big jersey, so it's light and airy. If I sweat, it's okay. My
Cute.
boobs won't be there.
Cute.
With capris. And I was
Cute.
like, okay, football player, like powder puff vibes. So then I was thinking that's cute, and I was like, okay, but where do I get the capris on? Like, do I invest in like nicer ones, or because it's so trendy?
I was on Pepper Mayo.
Oh.
And they had some really cute ones with like the little like ribbon on the side or like the bow on the
Yeah.
side. Here's the thing. I think they're really cute on other people. And I got this close to getting them. You will not be seeing them on me because then I realized I have legs that are so short already and wide ass calves, and a capri only like emphasizes it.
Do they look more like Bermuda shorts?
Probably.
Do you know what I mean? Like maybe
Yeah.
they just look like
Yeah, because it does a capri cut at the knee, or does it cut like at the a little under
a little
the
under the knee. I will say there's like,
You won't be finding me in
Yeah.
them. I'm so sorry. I think they're actually really cute though. But like things you won't see me in ever again, even though I find them so cute, a capri or a ballet flat. They're so cute, but on like my stature and being so short and having such short legs, they just really like stumpify me.
Those are weirdly two of the trends I've been into more. And I'm like, I think the flat only really looks good on me with pants or something like a capri.
No, I think your body type looks great with a ballet flat.
I always picture, because I'm tall.
You should see me and I'm
No, I mean, you look stunning. I feel like because I'm tall, people don't realize how small my feet are. So visually, I've hyper focused on this my whole life, and I guarantee no one has noticed.
Also, your feet are totally average size. We have an average foot.
But like the amount of comments I get where they're like, "Wait, you have a small foot. Like you're tall. That's weird." So I see I'll see me, and then I just see tiny feet, and it like fucked up my brain for a long time. So. Yeah,
Wait, I've never thought that.
It's, you know how your brain just does certain things?
Are you and Kay the same height?
Probably.
She's got the same size foot too. And if you never thought about her, then don't think it about you.
Okay, you're so right. Mm-hmm. But yeah, even these, like I wanted to get flats, but I was like, oh, maybe a little heel will help.
I do love a little heel.
You should try these.
They're a cunty little heel.
I'm trying to break in all my Japan shoes, so they're like.
You gonna wear those in Japan?
Yeah, I was like,
Cute.
I don't want to get blisters, so I was just wearing. I got these like Timberlands, which are so cute, and they're orthopedic
or orthotics.
Oh my God, so comfy. But I was still like, I still need to break them in. So I was just like cleaning yesterday, like wearing them around the house.
Oh, good idea though.
It was funny.
You will catch me in, I will be wearing maxi dresses and these sneakers, and that's all I'm going to bring.
Mm-hmm. And undershorts. We can't forget those.
Yeah. And bring chafing stick.
Chafing stick, undershorts, and catch me in capris. I think I might get some.
Okay, next question. When did Alisha feel it was time to talk to a therapist? And please talk about ADHD. Illy both.
Oh my God. Well, one, that can be a whole other pod episode. I feel like I'm constantly learning like things about like ADHD and just like how my brain works and stuff. Second, honestly, my mom was like begging me to see a therapist. More so just because she was like, I can tell you're stressed. And this was like years ago. I didn't even go. I only went for, hi, I need help to figure out how to be less stressed. I didn't even go with the intent of like doing self-work or like finding things that were traumatic in my life or trauma from my childhood or anything deeper than that. I was just like, hi, I'm stressed. I constantly feel anxious. What do I do? And then from there, obviously, it just kind of happened naturally because obviously how to get unstressed from work is feeling like, well, why do you feel like you have to achieve so much? Why do you feel like you have to perform X, Y, Z or be the best at like that? Obviously,
I can't imagine your first session. You're like, wait, I thought you were just going to tell me to like not be stressed.
No, literally. Oh my God. Literally. I remember her being like, so what do you do to like help? I go, I sometimes get massages. And like, I was just like, so yeah, I'm very grateful for how it happened. I feel like it's so funny thinking who I was when I first met my therapist versus now. Like it's a completely different person physically and emotionally and spiritually and figuratively. But it's just interesting because I'm like, that's so funny. I went to because I was stressed.
No, that's for someone who might be considering getting a therapist. Do you think there's like a turning point where it would be a good idea or like a thought you had in your mind maybe?
Honestly, I think everyone should at least try therapy if you have the means to. Truly, like I've seen TikToks of people saying like, oh my God, ChatGPT helped me so much too. I'm like, and by whatever means, I think like we're all so different. Like every single person processes things differently. Every single person, like your own experience of who you are is made up from your childhood. Like, so there really isn't like a playbook on like how to be someone who's been through your life and you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't even know that they've been through traumatic things until you're older. Like you think that's just normal because you assume how your family did things were normal and vice versa and whatever. Just breaking the stigma of it feeling weird is the first thing. And like, if you have the need or desire or want to, definitely try it. It has only helped me. Yeah, I will say I didn't even know I had ADHD until years of therapy. And that alone like made me feel so validated because I was like, oh, that's why I do stuff. Like when you have a professional being like, oh, your brain works different. I'm like, oh, got it.
I have a question because you were seeing her for so long before she told you you had ADHD. Were you like, why did you not tell me earlier? Were you like, wait, where was this diagnosis before?
I feel like we just never got to that topic. Like, especially in women, ADHD is so different. Like boys tend to be more just like, can't sit still in class. Like that's why it's so easy to diagnose them. This is stereotypically obviously, but they didn't even study women until the late, like 79. Like, so females are so different. It's all internal and thoughts. So like, if you can sit through a class, you weren't like given those extra tools and stuff. So I feel like it's more of a newer thing where a lot of adult women are getting diagnosed later in life and they're like, whoa, this makes so much sense. I wish someone had told me, but no one really had the like tools of it then.
Yeah.
So
Kaylee's mom just texted her because Kaylee has ADHD too. And her mom was in a Facebook group and told her that they were recommending a book. So I'm going to get it for
oh my
you.
God, please.
And then also she was like, I'm in this Facebook group and like most of the women are in their 60s and they're just getting diagnosed now.
Yeah, it's actually really sad because whether it's PCOS or whatever you struggle with, like when you don't have answers till way later in life, like part of you mourns for yourself who didn't know.
Yeah.
But then obviously it's just part of your story. So that's why,
I do think it's cool too, though, because I always think I also learned on TikTok recently that PCOS, a lot of women develop it because of like emotional trauma as a kid.
oh,
Isn't that crazy? It's like because your nervous system is like shocked.
like
I just learned that.
mind blowing.
But
Everything's connected.
I always think, and I think about this with you too, like if you have, whether it's my kids and you're babysitting or your own kids or vice versa, like, or friends, anytime friends in real life, not their kids, but like friends in real life will talk to me about like their weight struggles or like they're going through this. I'm like, you should get tested, like see, like if we have a daughter or a son or one of our kids is like, you know, maybe you'll notice like patterns of like, oh wait, maybe they have ADHD. Or like if I'm talking to your daughter and I'm like, wait, I think maybe like your mom should get you tested. Like that could be really cool that we have the knowledge now to apply.
And the want to help because we didn't have that, I think is extra. You know, of just like, So
and the knowledge.
Yeah. And being able to share it with you guys. Like it's just part of us dealing with life and evolving and growing.
I have another question for you regarding your diagnosis. Was it like, did you have to get on the topic of a specific conversation for then her to be like, oh, maybe you have this? Because I think I'm more wondering like how she didn't pick up on it, like through your processes, like you explaining things before.
I will say, one thing I've learned in therapy is you kind of have to ask the questions you want to hear. Like I remember waiting almost a year thinking, oh, my therapist is going to sit down and be like, you should see a psychiatrist and get medicated.
Yeah.
She never like put that pressure on me because obviously one, financially it's huge. Two, I never asked. So I felt like I learned that like I had to bring up that topic of like, okay, I'm open to this. Can we talk about this?
Got it.
I think if it was more severe, she may have suggested it sooner. But like obviously it always comes down to like, well, is it livable for you? Like, can you live with this for the rest of your life? Like if it's, or do you want to change? So I think it's obviously like, it's not a bad thing. I definitely wouldn't be here with like YouTube if I didn't have ADHD because you can like hyper focus in a good way. Like I do think it's a superpower. But I will say my real diagnosis came from my psychiatrist who we did a full on consultation, and she was the one who was like, you have mild OCD, you have this. And I was like, some people, I feel like they don't want to know their diagnosis. I love it because I'm like, wow, thank you. This makes sense.
I feel like it unlocks like a key in your brain.
Yeah. And just realizing like, oh, okay, this is something different about me, neither good or bad. It's just like, okay, my brain works slightly different in these ways. So then I was like, the white nails really kind of didn't make sense now that I think about it. Like little things you just think are normal. And then you're like, oh. So yeah.
Are there any questions that maybe someone should ask their therapist or psychiatrist if they think they might have ADHD?
Yeah. Oh my God. I think the main thing is realizing it really is a spectrum. And it's, even if it doesn't come across as like the stereotypical things, it doesn't mean you don't have it. I think that's something like you can bring it up being like, hey, I have these things. I've noticed I have friends tell me I interrupt a lot, right? Like that was one thing for me where I'm like, that's obviously a symptom of not being able to focus. And I realized too, a lot of my anxiety actually came from not being able to focus in conversations. So when I would see someone and be like, oh my God, shoot, I know their name. I know I met them. Fuck, now I'm being awkward. Wasn't because I had as much general anxiety as I thought. I still did have that. But a lot of it was I couldn't focus when we were meeting. So then it caused me anxiety of, oh shit, I forget their name. Oh my God, have I met them? Are they going to think I'm a bitch because I'm reintroducing myself? Like that was a very interesting eye-opening thing for me because it made me feel better. Being like, oh, maybe I'm less anxious than I thought.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I just forget.
Do you wish that you had gotten the diagnosis sooner than you did?
For my personal life, yes. For my like career-wise, I would say no.
Yeah.
I think like, again, those endless nights of editing was because I was able to hyper focus, and I do not regret that. I do regret like just ways I overthink things, or like that aspect of my personal life or dating life, or like the social anxiety of it all, like that, if that makes sense.
No, that makes total sense. Rambling. It's also so interesting too, because like I knew all of this and we've had these conversations before, but it always feels like a new conversation because every time we talk about it, you know more about yourself.
Another thing was, again, this can be a whole other episode, is like people with ADHD really have like high rejection sensitivity. So it made sense for my dating life why rejection was like, I didn't want to date because I was like, it's not even like, oh, that sucks. It's like, ouch, part of my soul's gone. Like it's a much higher, like you're just more sensitive to it.
In a sense where, is it like ego bruised, or is it like, oh, I can't get over this rejection?
Like I'm going to crawl in a hole and like be there for 2 weeks. It's a very like, but I always just thought that was anxiety. I didn't realize like, oh, so once it has a name, you realize like, oh, it's not as scary. This is just what's happening. My body's a little more sensitive to this. That's okay. Get out there.
And
if
then
that makes sense.
Commitment, the thing you mentioned about commitment earlier, is that ADHD as well, or is that something different? Like the fear of commitment. Maybe it's fear of commitment for fear of rejection.
I don't know. I know. Maybe that's a whole separate thing I should ask. So yeah, I think just like be open. And in the end, there's been times I wanted to keep things from my therapist and then I go, Alisha, you were literally paying this person. Like that's a red flag for yourself. You should say it. Like that's helped me a lot. There's been a handful of times I'm like, I don't want to say this. And I'm like, what's the point of being
also,
here?
HIPAA.
You can't say anything.
You can't say anything.
But yeah.
That was very helpful. And I hope that you guys can apply that to your appointments when you guys go, if you're able to.
Can we just talk about how underrated good underwear is? I used to just grab whatever was clean and never really thought about it. And I would spend so much time planning the outfit, picking the right bag, doing my makeup, and then I'd be wearing a bra that didn't even fit right or underwear that was so uncomfortable I thought about it all night long. But that's when I tried Skims for the first time years ago. Everything changed. You guys know how much Alisha and I love Skims, how much we wear it on a daily basis. Now I fully build my outfits from the inside out. It's wild how much more confident and comfortable that I feel when I've got the right bra and panties on. Personally, my favorite item ever is the Fits Everybody Scoop Bralette. I'm literally wearing one right now as we speak. I have actually like 20 of them because I wear them every single day. As somebody with a fuller chest, I always struggle to find a bralette that's comfortable, that lifts the ladies, that isn't restricting, all of the things. And it's so breathable. It's so comfortable. I wear it under all my shirts and I love it so, so much. So if you guys are feeling how I used to feel, thinking that intimates weren't as important as the rest of the fit, trust me, the right base layer makes all the difference. Skims has completely changed my routine. And honestly, I feel amazing in my clothes. Shop my favorite bras and underwear at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know that we sent you, select podcast in the survey, and be sure to select Pretty Basic in the drop-down menu that follows.
Okay, I've talked about how I used to think eating healthy simply meant, spending hours meal prepping or pretending to love plain spinach. I would buy all of these greens with really good intentions and then forget about them until they're wilted and sad and just, rotting in my fridge. Then I found Taylor Farms chopped salad kits. We talk about these all the time on Pretty Basic. They are seriously amazing. My home is constantly stocked with them and it completely changed my game. I actually crave at-home salads now. Salads always used to taste so much better outside of my house. If I'd go to a restaurant or whatever, they just tasted so much better. But now I actually prefer salads just home, and that's because of Taylor Farms. These salad kits make it so easy. You just open the bag, mix everything together, and it's fresh and flavorful in seconds. It's not just lettuce and dressing. The toppings are legit. I had the Mediterranean Crunch the other day, and it comes with crunchy chickpeas, feta, and this basil vinaigrette. It is so delicious. But honestly, there isn't really one I don't like. I will say the avocado ranch, one of my favorites. It's creamy, tangy, and makes you feel like you're doing something great for your body without it being a chore. They're kind of my go-to when I just want to eat clean and I still want flavor and texture, and they actually make salads fun. Also, one of my favorite things is you can completely personalize it. If you don't want to use the cheese that it comes with, you don't have to. I personally love adding protein, especially when I'm a little hungrier or I just want to make sure I get my protein taken for the day. A little grilled chicken, air fried salmon, some shrimp. Oh my God, so good. Taylor Farms really said, let's make healthy effortless, and they did. If I can get excited about salad, trust me, you will too. So grab a Taylor Farms chopped salad kit and get your salad together. Quick, easy, and delicious. How to find time for yourself with such busy and spontaneous schedules. I feel like for me, at least right now, is a time where I need that advice. So I don't know, but I do think it's a good topic to talk about.
I don't know if this is the answer people want, but I schedule it for myself. Like if you look at my calendar, like I will put an hour in for rest. I will put an hour in for TikTok time. I will put an hour in for like certain things, because as someone who has such a, it's hard though, because I like that you threw in spontaneous, because there are things that come up all the time that I could not have planned for. Like for instance, this trip that came up that we're so excited for, but like it was not in my summer plans, and I had already planned out my whole summer and I have a lot of things going on. But obviously for certain things, it's like, oh, okay, well, we'll disrupt the plan. It's totally fine. And just kind of like ebb and flow. It took me a long time, I think, to kind of be okay with dropping such a regimented schedule. But when I'm home, and this actually kind of applies to another question, which is how to set good routines. That's a question that I saw. And I think a big thing for me is a set schedule. Like I know, I can do this, I can't do that. I can obviously always move it, and I have the freedom to, which knowing that really does help me. But for the most part, just having the backbone of a schedule and knowing it's there, whether I want to follow it or not, everything's planned.
Yeah.
And it's okay. And like everything's going to be okay.
It's honestly such a good question. I feel like it changes each season for me, but right now I think like I look forward to my nightly Love Island watch. I look forward to like every night, like, I get to watch my episode because I just know I get to like rot on the couch and do whatever. So that's something to look forward to. But I don't know. I think I've gotten in tune more with just how much energy I have. So when I am looking at my schedule, it's easier for me to be like, I know I will not be my best self by like the end of this day or something if I'm trying to jam pack things. But it's hard. It's hard because things pop up. You don't ever want to feel like you're taking things for granted, or, you know, a friend reaches out and it's like their birthday and you're like, I'm going to make it work. I always try to think back to like, even if it's just a friend wanting to get dinner, I always think of like, am I able to actually like be there present in this conversation and be not the best version of myself, but I definitely don't want to go waste their time or my, like, not my time necessarily, but like, I don't want to go and like be a zombie versus being like, hey, I love you. Let's have more intentional time. I'd rather have a phone call where we can like intentionally talk and catch up versus like a dinner where everyone's just on their phones. I think that's something I'm trying to like, it's so hard though. It's just so hard. The spontaneous part's hard.
I feel like I used to really stress, like if someone was like, hi, I miss you, let's get dinner, I'd be like, oh my God, yes, that means we need to get dinner this week or in the next week or so, like because they're asking me right now. And I have now I've taken a page out of your book where I'm like, okay, I already have like 3 dinners scheduled this week. I could do a 4th, but like I feel like that would just be doing the person a disservice. Mm-hmm. And also I can go and I can give it my all, but then I'll be tired, or I would always like load up my weekends with plans. And then I'd be like, oh my God, it's Monday now again. Like I'm actually so tired and I didn't rest at all. So for me, I've now been just super honest where I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. I'm so busy over the next 3 weeks. I would love to see you, but are you free like next month? Mm-hmm. And I'm not kidding. Every single time, I have never had anyone be upset with me, be like, oh my God, that's actually perfect. I'm also so busy. Yes, let's do it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to schedule a month out. They're like, are you kidding me? I love scheduling things so far out. Every response has been that. And it has been so freeing for me to not feel like, oh my God, like the night before like a Sunday night where I'm like, I have 5 dinners this week. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to see Cal. I'm not going to see the girls. I'm not going to be able to sit on my couch. Like, and then I'm going to be tired the next day.
And
like,
that gets expensive too.
And that too. And also like, I like cooking at home. I like sitting at home. Like it's been so good for me to have that schedule and be regimented in that way.
I honestly feel like it's so different per person. If you're an extrovert, you love being spontaneous and having, you know, you recharge by other people. And if you're an introvert like me, you recharge by yourself, which I didn't realize until I lived alone, which was crazy. So I think just like really listening to your body, and if you need to sleep in a certain day or go to bed early, like just listen to yourself so much. Cause I think like when the spontaneous things do come up, I want to be like, hell yeah, let's do it. Oh my God, you guys are going to the beach. Wait, I'll come along. Like stuff like that. I just don't want to be, I feel like it's easy to just like be a zombie walking around when you're like, oh, I feel like I'm not present. Like, and that's really hard. So I don't know if I even answered your question.
Yeah.
I'm taking your advice.
We will finish with the burning question. Everyone's wondering, just kidding. What are the Cooking with Remi plans for the next year?
I think everyone's wondering.
Everybody is wondering. Everyone is checking their phones. I will say I have not sat down and been like, as much as I was like regimented, I've not sat down and been like, this is exactly what I want. But also like, that's not how I run business, if I'm being so honest too. And like, that's honestly not how, as much as a scheduler that I am for the day to day, I don't sit and I'm like, this is my 5-year plan. This is my 10-year plan. But I would love to honestly just make more content. We did actually film a full Cooking with Remi episode that was so good.
Did you say this in a vlog?
No, I didn't tell anybody.
Oh my God, it was really good.
It was so good. We did it right when we got back from Asia, and we made all of the stuff, which I mean, technically we could redo it when we come home. Now we're back from Japan.
What if that was a timeline glitch and we were actually in the future? And it didn't happen because it was really supposed to be after this trip.
Wait, I love that. And I appreciate that.
That's kind of crazy.
Thank you. We did do we made the Fami Chicky egg salad sando. We made tanghulu. We made that espresso with the matcha cold foam. And we made one other thing, I think. Oh, the bulgogi bake from Costco.
Oh, yes.
It was incredible, you guys. I loved the video, but unfortunately the lighting was really off that day, and I should have double checked it, and I didn't. And I just didn't feel comfortable putting out something that I wasn't like 100% satisfied with. So I didn't put it out, but it was really good. And maybe we'll redo it one day. But that was like, honestly, my main thing though, I just have not been loving long form content in the way that we used to do it. And I feel like I was just being really hard on myself to put out main channel content just to do it.
Just because it was our main channel. Like I feel nostalgic with my main channel, and sometimes I feel bad like I've like neglected it.
I know.
But it is true, like things like obviously we never like dreamt of doing podcasting, but we've like, it's still our audience.
Yeah.
Whether it's here on our main channel. Like obviously our main channels are special to us. So I understand. I literally just uploaded for the first time in forever on my main channel, and I was like, I don't even care if it does good, but it's just like, it's my main channel.
And that's the thing. I feel so in between. And I guess it's like one of those things where we're like, when do we let go what's not serving us anymore? And I've fought it for a long time. And I will say that of all of the girls that were in our era, I feel like actually we are the only, I mean, I posted once like a few months ago, but like no one else is posting on their channels anymore.
I feel like also a lot of people merged. We were like kind of the only two who have it separate. So I think that's a big part of it.
So true.
Because like and when you think about it, we could have merged and been uploading consistently with our vlogs, but we always see our vlog channel as like a side thing. Which I think has helped.
I agree with like the mentality of like it being separate, but like as I said earlier, like I love vlogging so much. I just don't love making like more produced content as much anymore. Like it's just not what I'm loving to do. And maybe I'll keep the channel, and maybe one day I will come back and do it. But I like cooking more in like a really casual capacity in a vlog or on short form. Like I'm making dinner, let's make dinner together. Like that's kind of been my vibe.
Another thing I just realized while you were talking is our main channel videos used to be like 5 to 6 minutes, which is a TikTok. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like everything we're doing on short form could have been a main channel video. It's like 5 things I'm loving for summer.
Yeah.
That would have been a whole video a few years ago.
Yeah.
Same thing with like snacks I ate this week. Like short form, it's a minute.
Yeah.
But then in a main channel video, that would have
You're
been
stretching it out with B-roll, intro, outro.
Yeah. So it's like, in that sense, it's like, it is weird how it's like the same content, but yeah, like, I don't know. It's
to
very
the point.
weird. Yeah.
I feel for Cooking with Remi, because at one point I was doing like a Cooking with Remi episode like every, I think at one point, like I think it was like every couple weeks, every month at one point, which was like more frequent because it was such a high production video. And at one point I was like, I love cooking, but I just felt kind of like very like TV show, which I don't know if that's necessarily even where I want to go. Like, I don't exactly know what I want to do. I just love cooking. Like, I just love cooking, and whether it's just cooking dinner for my vlog or whether it is like something in a bigger, like cooking for a party, like whatever it is. So regarding plans, there are some things happening, some things in the works, which is exciting. But overall, I just want to stay true to my love for cooking. So whether that is like making more produced videos, like maybe just a little bit less frequently, which I've already done that. I love doing the private chef videos.
Oh my
God,
God,
to me, that's so fun because I feel like it's more casual, and I get to like go hang out with a friend. And then also just being candid. I mean, big production videos like that are an investment of time, investment of money.
I'm sorry. Like grocery shopping alone,
Groceries,
let alone when you're doing Wagyu tacos like Nobu, like I can't imagine.
Well, not even like ingredients for one thing, but also like lights, cameras, editing, like all of that can get expensive. And so I would like to at least break even, honestly. And so it's hard sometimes when the rise of short form is like, we can't ignore it, obviously. And like something that I could just set up in my phone in my kitchen can get so many more views.
Without people in the room.
Without people, I feel more comfortable. Exactly. It's like not a full production where I'm like having to like review things like 10 times and like all that kind of stuff. And it's just more fun for me to film, and I feel so like casual versus like a full production that takes a whole day.
And what's crazy though too, and this goes back to like OG YouTube, because to us, if you were just to upload like a vlog style thing on your main channel, it wouldn't feel good enough. It would feel like it needs to be produced, which like I don't like watching produced things as much. I would rather watch like the vlog version.
Me too.
So I understand that struggle of like, what's the payoff of making this huge produced thing that like I'm not even as into. I feel like I'd rather have like a real convo. when it could, it is weird because I do feel like that old YouTube is coming back where it's just like a simple shot phone.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was watching, I forget who it was, but it was this girl doing a glam room tour, and it literally gave me such old YouTube vibes, and it made me be like, I just want to fucking like film something so quick on a MacBook holding the laptop and then post it. Like it made me be like, wow, I miss old YouTube when it was just like, hey guys, you just wanting to share things with people. And I think at least for me with my main channel, I also get very like, oh, it's the main channel. It needs to be something crazy.
I think also, I think I saw this TikTok that really resonated with me where it was saying how YouTube is so special and it was about the wedding. It was like, YouTube is so special for YouTubers and their community. Like there is no stronger parasocial bond
1000%
than YouTubers and their community. And I do think that I love TikTok for the casualness, or even like I like a produced TikTok, but it's so short and easily snackable. Whereas I like YouTube for a vlog where it's really casual. I feel like I'm not usually going to YouTube. There are some videos that I really like and some creators that I like that are food content creators where their videos are more produced and I like them. I personally just like don't like my produced content as much.
I remember having the moment where I realized like, wow, the more I cut out my personality, the more views these get. And there has to be a balance of like, I should leave in my intro because then people will get to know me versus just being like a 5-minute craft.
Yeah.
So I feel like the people who are doing like crazy produced things, they're probably struggling with building a community, which you have.
Yeah.
Because there's grass always seems greener, but I do think, I'm excited for whatever Cooking with Remi has in store.
I personally, thank you. I like the extra produced content on YouTube. That's like Try Guys. That's like, Binging with Babish. That's like all of these people that have like full on crews, like where it's everybody there is like, you got PAs, you've got lighting experts, you've got like camera experts, like they're building a full empire. For me, it's just usually me in the kitchen, and I don't want it to be that heavily produced.
I think it's good you don't. Like
Really?
for your average person like me who's not a cook, I would rather watch that than like something crazy produced where they're like, use this something Gouda cheese. You know what I mean? I'm like, just tell me how to like, give me tips.
I think I'm kind of more in that middle ground where it's like there's like the TikTok where it's super, super casual, which I personally like creating more. There's the middle where it's me, where it's like, I'm in my kitchen and I have nice cameras and I have some nice lights, but like it's different than
a show,
full on show where there's PAs and lighting experts and boom mics and all these things. And I think I'm just not loving the middle ground. But I think that's okay. And that's why I honestly took a step back a little bit, but wow, sorry, all that to say, I am excited to be home also more, making more cooking content. I think it's just going to be more casual because that's what I'm wanting right now.
I love that.
And that took me a long time to get to. I was really beating myself up for a long time where I'm like, I feel like I should upload. Like even my posts though last year were like, I feel like I should upload. Like I'm kicking myself because I think I did like a Black Friday haul and a Christmas haul and a birthday haul back to back to back. And I was like, nobody actually needs this. I just felt like I needed to post something, but I didn't feel drawn to anything. And like looking back, I'm like, I just shouldn't have done it.
I even had a moment where I was looking back at like the past few videos I've uploaded on my main channel, which I am more proud of. But of course, like the what's in my bag did the best. And I was like, in the end, people just want to know. It's just old YouTube.
They're just nosy.
They're just like, what's in your bag? Like it's produced as something I could make like a crazy produced thing. Like in the end, they just want to see what's in my damn bag.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's okay to like know that and rock that and film cooking videos that are more chill. Like it doesn't have to be produced. I'm assuming you guys agree. Like please comment.
Yeah, please let me know what you guys like and what you want. I'm leaning more towards just doing, I've just been so busy and so gone. And like at one point I was doing a lot of recipe related videos, and then we got so busy and we're traveling, then it became like a lot of like snack taste, which I love. But I want to get back to just like cooking in my kitchen for dinner and like what's for lunch and like just casual me cooking.
I want a leftovers series.
I would love to
like
do
you know
a
how like
leftover series.
with Thanksgiving you always do the like the sandwich
Yeah.
like that, but like year round. Like
wait,
things.
I love that idea. And you know what's so funny? I didn't even realize that I do that, but I got a comment on a video recently that was like, in true Remi fashion, I made a meal out of my leftovers and now I'm gonna watch a Remi video. I was like, I didn't even know I was known for that, but I love making leftovers more fun. I do. Nothing beats a steakhouse leftover meal the next day. Like what are you
in
gonna
a
make with that steak?
styrofoam.
We're gonna do a steak salad. We're making a steak burrito. We're gonna do steak and eggs. Like that's what I love to do.
Eggs on like a soggy salad.
Ooh, Alisha Marie
How'd I
coded.
get me going?
Girl dinner coded.
Wow. Well, anyway, honestly, this was so fun. We haven't had just like a chit chat one in forever, but we love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Pretty Basic. Wow. Yeah. Go watch our Japan
vlogs,
content.
yeah.
That's crazy. I can't believe I'm saying that twice. And go wish Ollie a happy birthday. I think this comes out around his birthday.
Happy birthday, Ollie. We love you. Bye.
Bye, guys.